So I'm just trying to go live right now just to test these the headphones and mic, which are kind of old, and I've been having them for a long time. And if it works, then I'll do more live gaming videos and stuff. But right now, I'm just testing this out just to see if it even works. And this game, I bought this game about a year ago, and I never really got to play it. I heard it was never even finished, and I've actually tried to do multiplayer. And every time I try to do multiplayer, there's literally nobody in the freaking game because they never finished it or something. I don't know. Watch this. And I forgot all the controls, so I don't even know how to play it. Oh shit, somebody's there. Who the fuck is that? Oh man, too bad I don't know how to play this game. Hold up. Who the fuck is that a ghost? It's like nobody there. Hold on. Are you real? Well, okay. I guess I killed the only other player in the multiplayer. Either way, just hold on for a second. I'm trying to see if this how the audio is, so I'm gonna check on my phone. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So I'm gonna try to keep this video uploaded. So let's get out of here. This is supposed to be multiplayer, as you guys can tell. This video, I mean, this game, it should have been up there with Diablo and Skyrim and stuff, but they they made it a game that it's kind of like Diablo where you just die, and in Diablo you die and then you lose all your stuff and you got to get it back somehow. But in this game, your character just completely dies. So that's kind of like it should almost be like an arcade game kind of, because it's like. But anyways, I wanted to play this game because I wanted to share some of my theories. To be honest, I was gonna start covering the Bible and doing Bible study videos until I decided to, before I do that, I might, before I do that, let me do a little more history and research on the history of the Bible, and the history of like who wrote it and all that. Well, anyways, I started researching more and more, and I realized that it was a lot wrong with it. And obviously, I mean, if you really think about it, are we really going to trust the Romans and the Vatican, and you know the people who literally tortured and killed Jesus to just take his faith and make an accurate religion out of it. I mean, to me, it's insane. Think about it. It's like if you took, you know, there's that conspiracy theory. You know, first of all, I love P Diddy. I think P Diddy makes great music, but a lot of people, I'll use it as an example. I'm not saying it's a fact, but so a lot of people think that Biggie Smalls, uh, like Diddy, had something to do with it, right? So if that's true, I'm not saying it is. If that is true, would you trust P Diddy to write a memoir about the life of Biggie Smalls if he was the one who took him out in the first place? So this is the thing. Why would the Romans really want us to know what Jesus was trying to tell us? It doesn't make any sense. And why are the Romans a separate religion from Jewish? They're not the same religion. They're a completely different religion. Wouldn't it be more based on the ancient Hebrews and Judaism? Why did Christianity have to even be made? And if you're a Christian, right, the Jewish is like the mother religion, so you can't even like insult it or say anything bad about it. And all I see now are people insulting it, making fun of it. Well, it's like, if you read the Bible, like I just said, there's a lot of stuff in the Bible that isn't real and that has been mixed up, and they put, obviously the Roman Empire needed to have control over their people, right? And you know, I'll be doing more videos about it. I'll be doing more videos about the Bible, but not as a Bible study in a religious point of view, like I'm trying to make other people Christians. It's no, in a research point of view, not like I'm trying to promote Christianity, because I believe Christianity is not even the way it was originally intended to be. I think it's been corrupted, and if anybody knows anything, even the Bible contradicts itself to what the Catholic Church does, because in the Bible it says that you should not make false graven image or something like that, to the point where it's telling us that you shouldn't make an image of Jesus or God or any of the angels or anyone, because that would be idolatry, and all the Catholics seem to do is practice idolatry. So if the Catholic religion is practicing idolatry, even though they're using the Holy Bible, which says don't do idolatry, then what the hell is going on? And then we want to go and we want to say, a lot of people want to say that the Jewish are bad. Well, in the Bible it tells us that it's like, okay, you guys are probably going to say, why do you keep quoting the Bible if you're saying the Bible is wrong? I'm saying the Bible has truth and it has lies in it, and that is because the Romans corrupted it. So what I'm saying is that you can find truth in the Bible. Hold on a second. We're gonna start a new game here. We're gonna start a new game. There's truth in the Bible, right? But you have to find it, which is what, you know, it's very difficult to do. But like for instance, Genesis is correct. A lot of things about Genesis are correct. But then there's other things that people don't even realize. First of all, a lot of it's been taken from Egyptians. And well, anyways, you know what? I'm not even going to get too much into it. I'm just going to cover this game and how this kind of connects to the Bible.
Up in the skies, on those baleful, moon-cursed nights, you can see the towers of madness staring back menacingly. must open the third gate to give access to the moon once more. We do this unwillingly, but we must. Shelter in the old sewers.
We took shelter in the old sewers. So as you guys can tell, I don't know if you could tell, but there was like demons and things coming out of the sky, and people took shelter underground. Okay. Now, to me, this is relating to the ancient Hebrews and how many of the ancient Hebrews had to go underground. And this kind of relates to Tartaria. A lot of people want to say they think that they know what Tartaria is, but we don't. What actually happened is that the ancient Hebrews had to go underground in order to survive. And in this game, you know, it shows, it's not necessarily talking about the ancient Hebrews, right? But it's talking about these esoterical type of mages that use rings for powers, and you know, it's all sorts of magica, right? And that is really the way the world used to be. The world used to be, the farther back you go, the more technology we had, and the more natural type of technology that we have. We like to think that we are the most advanced right now, but in fact, the farther back you go, the more and better technology there was, the less contamination there was in the air, because all of the technology used was free energy. I mean, it was natural technology that, I mean, we compare it to magic, right? So what happened was that there was, they were being persecuted. The ancient Hebrews were persecuted, and many of them had to go underground. Now, it's very, 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 it gets very complicated. A lot of them went to Turkey. Like, a lot of people think that only the people from Israel are the Hebrews or something, but it's not like that. If you go to Israel, you see a lot of, you know, more Middle Eastern looking types of Hebrews. So the Hebrews really expand to, you know, the people of Turkey, people of the Middle East. As a matter of fact, Islam wasn't formed until way later on. And that was to confuse and divide people, to make sure that everyone was had different religions. Okay, so the truth was buried. The ancient Hebrews were persecuted, and in order to escape, they had to go underground. In this game, it's more like demons are taking over the world, and that these mages have to go underground to survive, and then there's this whole story. So right now it's talking about the demons that are outside. Now this could happen now. They could plan a staged alien invasion, and it could be the aliens or the demons taking over, whichever one you want to look at it. Now, what happened was that the ancient Hebrews spread throughout the whole world, and they even came to America. So what ended up happening is they went underground. Some of them divided into different factions. Now here you are probably wondering, well, Shadowfalls, are you just trying to say that the Mexicans and the Turkish people are the ancient Hebrews? Or are you like a Kanye West type of guy trying to say that black people are the Hebrews? And, you know, you're just trying to leave white people out of it? No, that's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing at all. Guys, listen. They've tried to divide us, okay? It's basically the game. The name of the game is Divide and Conquer, okay? Yes, the ancient Hebrews weren't white originally. They were not black either, I guess. I mean, some of the, you know what it was? It was like Arabs, and it was like some of them probably were black, like the Ethiopians. But you really got to think of it as a religion. And my theory as to where we got white Hebrews, well, this is what happened. So during the persecution of the Hebrews, some of them had to go underground. Now, while being underground, it's very important to develop your technology quickly, because you need to have a sun, right? Like, we have a sun, and it helps. I mean, I don't know if you really need it like 100%, but you at some point you need to have a sun, whether it be an artificial sun or some type of sun to survive. My theory is that a lot of the ancient Hebrews went underground, and they weren't able to create an artificial sun, and some of them became cannibals, okay? So as they became cannibals and they had no access to a sun, over time their skin started becoming paler and paler, almost like vampires, okay? Now, they stayed underground, the persecution was over, and eventually they came back up. I'm not saying all the ancient Hebrews did that. I'm saying some of the ancient Hebrews went down underground, built underground, okay? Architecture similar to this. And a lot of people will be like, hey, wait, isn't this like Roman or isn't this like Greek? Well, the Romans and the Greeks pretty much just copied the Sumerians, okay? And the Sumerians were part of like the ancient Hebrews, right? So even if you look at like Mongolia, or if you look at you know, India, for instance, the same type of architecture, pillars. You'll always see pillars, okay? So it's not that the Romans came up with pillars, and, you know, even the White House, like, we don't know if the White House was originally created by us, or maybe it was copied, but with the Tartaria thing, it's like some ancient civilization, probably the ancient Hebrews, came all the way to America, built, okay, and they obviously built ziggurats. I don't know how to pronounce those, but if you look, any Aztec pyramid is a ziggurat, right? So there was different types of things going on. What did happen is a lot of what the Vatican did was hide all of the ancient knowledge, so we wouldn't even know what actually happened. But yeah, this is my theory as to how white people, white Hebrews specifically, came to be. I love being underground. Oh shit. There are still Sumerians underground, okay? And some of the Sumerians turned white, and that's basically where, like, see, the thing is, like, we're all similar. We all got something in common. Okay, we might be a little bit different. Some of us are a lot different, but as far as to say that all humans, like, what the Bible is trying to tell us is that, you know, Jesus was white. He was a white guy, and that's all we got. We just gotta all worship a white guy, and to me that sounds ridiculous. And it is because the Romans and the Vatican is racist, guys. I mean, look at the king and queen. Why do they have to be white? Like, it's weird. It's because, and it's not even the truth. It's a lie. What do I gotta do here? I gotta dash. Okay. How the fuck do I go down? Okay, we, brown people, black people, we didn't come from white people. It wasn't that everything started off white and then we I guess we tanned and then somehow we got black from it. No, that doesn't make sense. It had to have started like Arabic, like tan colored, and then some people went underground, they turned white because of albinoism, because of being not having access to a sun underground. That doesn't mean that we're different and we should be divided and we should fight. It just means that there's more things in common with us than we even know. Yeah, and I'm just doing this video as a test. I'm probably gonna end up deleting it, but I'm gonna use some of this footage to make a better video explaining what really happened and the lie that they've been trying to cover up, and why we don't have free energy, why do we have to fight one another, why is there no truth, why is it that all the ancients had better technology than we did. I mean, all this has to be uncovered. So right now I'm just kind of like doing a test so that I gather, you know, I'm gonna use some of this video to make another video where I'm gonna do a not a Bible study, but a Bible research type of thing. Shit, it's real time? Fuck. Yeah, so I believe that they created humans as a slave race, and they were all slaves anyway, so it's like nobody's superior to one another anyways. But so they created the Arabs, and then they created the African black people, and then they created, you know, Asians, and they created who else? I guess Middle Eastern people. I don't know. But a lot of what we got to know is that a lot of races came from another race. In this game, if you can tell, like, the monsters are kind of weird looking, it's because everything is AI. No, I'm not going in there yet. I think I missed something down here. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, if you can tell, the background and everything, all the buildings and everything, it's all AI generated. I think since this is the tutorial, it's like, maybe this was constructed. Yeah, okay, so what I think, like, again, I'm gonna repeat it. I think that the during Babylon, when they tried to go after Nebuchadnezzar and basically the ancient Hebrews began, I think what happened is the Vatican and the, I don't know if it was the Khazars or some shit, but basically it was like the cult or empire of the cross. So you see the cross everywhere. That empire started taking over everything, and that's basically the Roman Empire. So they started trying to get rid of all of the free energy, all of the amazing things that humanity had accomplished. And this is why is this? This is because, like I told you, during a certain time, some of these people had to have gone underground. They became corrupted by demons and archons because due to becoming cannibals and because they started using adrenochrome. Adrenochrome. And once they started doing that, they became corrupt because basically that's when the archons start taking over your brain. And so instead of things being about free energy and all these beautiful things, it started becoming more about making sure that there was the humans couldn't reach that level, and so that we could remain enslaved, and they can continue doing this, and only the elite, like it says in the Bible. It says in the Bible that there was a synagogue of Satan. So so everybody who's talking about how the Jews this and the Jews that, first of all, my family, half of my family is Jewish, so I wouldn't even speak bad about Jews. I'm talking about specifically the synagogue of Satan, and that isn't all of the Jews. That isn't every Jew. It's just a certain small percentage that practice these very dark things, and those are, like, seriously, like, look at the Rockefellers. Okay, look at I'm not gonna name too many names, but yeah, it's just some of them. So for anybody, like, most Jewish people out there are great, and a lot of them, like some of, like, the Jewish people. One of the rabbis that I post, I forgot his name, but he's talking about the flat earth, and he's talking about all this stuff. He's talking about a lot of things that, if you look in my shorts, and it's one of the videos there, he is talking about things that a lot of other, especially the Orthodox Jews, are not talking about. Okay, so the division, the divide and conquer game, it's basically making everybody fight and everyone hate each other. When in fact it's only very few up in the top that are responsible for all the corruption. So we're over here fighting amongst one another. Who's black? Who's white? Who's brown? Who's Asian? Who's I don't even know. You got black Trump supporters. That doesn't make any freaking sense. Why you got Hispanic? Why do you have Mexican Trump supporters? So like, what is Savannah Hernandez? What are you doing? Like, like people go on her chat and like they'll literally like insult her, like call her an immigrant or something, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, you guys, everybody is fighting. Trump looks just like Hillary. Are they related? I don't know. Okay, but somehow there's an animatronic. I don't know if you guys look at the my community post. I posted a thing about an animatronic that was Hillary, and all they had to do was put a wig on Hillary on. Oh no, yeah, put a Donald Trump wig on Hillary to turn it into Trump. The truth is right in front of us. Why did they run together? Why all the hostility? Why did they act like brother and sister fighting one another, and then in the end, Trump could not go after Hillary. Hillary never went after Trump. It's ridiculous, guys. And if you guys also remember, there was that video that girl who exposed a while back ago. There was this video about a girl who exposed how all of the presidents are related. All of the presidents are related somehow. And you expect me to think that Donald Trump isn't related to anyone. They might have, look, they changed their names around. They're not going to have names so that we know that they're related. They're going to switch their names up. Switch their names around, of course. But so you're telling me Trump, even though he's got the Trump Tower in New York and all these places, he's got Trump buildings, Trump casinos and shit that probably some of them failed. But either way, you got this billionaire rich guy, okay, who you're trying to convince me is an outsider who managed to run for president, who they let run for president and they let him win. Okay, it wasn't Russia and all this crap. And then he looks just like Hillary. If you put like if you put a Trump wig on Hillary, that looks like Trump. And if you put a Hillary wig on Trump, then he looks like Hillary. Are you and you're trying to make me think that this guy isn't related to the rest of the presidents? Seriously? Seriously? Unbelievable. It's not right. Anyways. Right, but it tells you that he's afraid I'm not coming back. It's because once your character dies in the game, they're dead. That's it. They don't come back. That's why this game's not that great. Oh yeah, I forgot I removed the music. There's supposed to be cool sound effects when I do this. Here, let me try to fix that. He's seen the bounds of reality, and this goes also into what I've been saying about how we're living in a simulation. It's like none of this stuff, nothing is real. So you can tell the background it's AI. You know, it's like a lot of people call Mexicans brown people, you know? I was just looking at somebody who was talking about brown people. First of all, we're living in a simulation. The color brown doesn't exist. There's no such thing as the color brown. It's just the color orange. Okay, because the only colors that exist are the colors of the rainbow. Okay? Now in the rainbow you can see the color orange. And if you just, you know, you add enough orange and you layer orange on top of orange, it becomes brown. Okay, here in the Matrix, there's no such thing as brown. I'm sorry to tell you guys. And why is there no black and white? Why is there no black and white in the rainbow? Because those aren't colors, those are shades. So, and why is everything so funny? It's because we're all basically we're avatars in the Matrix. And well, I'm not going to talk too much about this on this video. This is just a test that I'm doing just so I could use a lot of this cool backgrounds and stuff in my video that I'm going to do. So I'm not going to reveal everything right now. Later on I'm going to make a really cool video about all this stuff. Dang, I can't go over it. Nope. You know, a lot of Christians, they think that the cross is good. Yet, let me ask every Christian something. Do you think Jesus thought that the cross was good? No. Do you think Jesus liked being up on that cross and getting sacrificed? Hell no. Okay, he was humble about it. And since Jesus knew that the world was a simulation, oh yes, Jesus knew that we were living in a simulation. How do you think Jesus knew and he could manipulate the Matrix to perform miracles, to walk on water? Okay, to turn water into fish. What did he do? Turn wine into water into wine or something? Or he created fish out of nowhere or something like that? Well, the Catholic Church, if you ask them, they'll have you believe something fucking annoying, and you know, they'll just tell you that, well, Jesus was the Son of God, so that's why he could do it. Also, only Jesus could do it, huh? Only Jesus could he was the only Son of God, huh? No. We're all supposed to be sons of God, right? And by the way, the God that the Bible talks about isn't even the same God that we're supposed to be worshiping. Like, we don't what up, Bang Bang? Yeah, look, everything has been corrupted. They're not going to tell us the full truth. Why aren't they going to tell us the full truth? Because if they told us the full truth, we would all be wise and all-knowing, and they don't want us to be wise and all-knowing. Okay? Whatever Jesus was trying to teach us, we don't know. Because the Catholic Church, they flipped it around, they made a book, they took a bunch of, if you know, the book, the Bible, they took a bunch of the books out of it. Why did they exclude Enoch and a whole bunch of other books? Why would they do that? Why would they do that if they want us to be, they don't want us to be wise. That's the whole thing. They don't want us to know anything. My mom was a Catholic when she was a child. Then later on she changed, she stopped being Catholic, now she's just a regular Christian. And she told me that when she was a child in the Catholic Church, they didn't even allow her to have the Bible. Okay? Because there's truth in the Bible, is what I'm telling you guys. There's a lot of truth in the Bible that they don't want us to know. There's also a lot of lies in the Bible that was convenient, so we would be obedient to the Romans, we would have to work. We would have to do this. We'd have to do that. And if we did something wrong, then we were gonna get tortured. We're gonna get crucified or something, right? That's not right. See that? Look, bang bang. You grew up Catholic, and there was no Bibles. You see, because this, I'm gonna explain why. It's because the Bible back during the times of Jesus and after that, when they started forming the Christian religion, well, they couldn't lie to people because people were wiser back then. Okay, as we go back, they want us to think that people were dumber in the past. That's not true. People were wiser in the past. So the Bible needed to incorporate a lot of truth in it in order to fool the people back then, and all that truth isn't necessarily convenient today, which is why they're trying to get rid of the Bible today, because it's like they know that there is so much good information in the Bible that they're scared. You know, they don't want us to have those things. And one of the most beautiful books in the Bible is Genesis. I love Genesis. It's one of my favorites. Yes, it's because bang bang. Okay, so the Romans, and specifically, like, my favorite version of the Bible is the King James version of the Bible. Yet, if you do any research, you end up finding out that King James was a Mason. And now we could all say that the Masons were bad, but I believe the Masons were good and they were bad. And they started off kind of good, but eventually turned completely evil, because eventually what they did was try to only keep the knowledge to themselves and not have the average person know the real truth. So Enoch wasn't put in the Bible, and King James made sure that it wasn't in the Bible, because guess what? That was too much. That was talking about portals, and it's talking about all this stuff that they didn't want us to even know about or think about. They don't want us to know about portals. They don't want us to know about free energy. They don't want us to know about miracles and magic and all these things. And it's because all of this stuff is actually magic. It's not something that's like evil. It could be turned evil. There's good magic, there's bad magic. You could call it pharmakia, and then that turns into, you know, medicine, for instance. And of course you can make a pill that's amazing, and then you can make a pill that, you know, turns out it has to get recalled, right? So that's how it all works. Right, bang bang. So bang bang, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start making so bang bang, what I'm doing is I'm gonna start, I wanted to do Bible lectures and Bible studies, but instead what I'm gonna do is make videos about Bible research and try to get all of the truth, as much truth as I can from the Bible, while also trying to point out what is a lie in the Bible, what is diverting us the wrong way. Because that's the name of the game, is divide and conquer, and the name of the game is just not letting, oh shit, the name of the game is also making sure that humans stay as unwise as possible so that they can remain slaves. That's how they got us. That's how they got us. That's the only way it's working for them. Right, all dragons can't be bad. They demonize a lot of things. A lot of the things that they demonize are just things that they just don't want us knowing about. Okay? Like, okay, I don't know if, for instance, oh, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, bang bang, because I'm tired of people demonizing like Christians themselves demonizing others for questioning things in the Bible. You know, you got the really fanatic type of people that are obsessed with the Bible, and then you have the people who absolutely hate the Bible, and they call everyone who reads the Bible idiots. You know? So why is there no in between? Like, it's either you hate the Bible or you're a fanatic, and then everything the Bible says, you know, you take literal. Like, my mom was just telling me, they got us during the Iron Age when we were trapped into. Yeah, man. A lot of what happened was manipulation, and a lot of it was also the Masons. And like I was saying, the Masons started out good, because guess what? If you want to know all the knowledge and everything, that's great. But when you start keeping it to yourself, and then you start controlling the people, you turn it into a monarchy, and then you make sure that the people aren't all knowing, but you are. Well, now what happens is, now you got all the secrets, and you are the ruling class. And then eventually you start doing an adrenochrome, and then you become the royals, right? And then all this. Come on. It's ridiculous. The knowledge should be for all of us. Moses probably had, I don't know about Moses having horns, but he probably did. And if you really think about Moses, they want us to think of it as something. Shit. What the hell? Shit. Okay, I gotta get away from this guy. Yeah, if you think about it, they want us to think of the story of Moses as something primitive. All this stuff was crazy, man. And if you look at even Ezekiel, you got those like spin. That's electromagnetic propulsion. Those are UFOs. If you look at the story of the flood, okay, the flood of Noah, that was actually, there was a flood because there's a firmament up in the sky. And like I said, we're all here, we're trapped, and we're kind of enslaved here, okay? And fallen angels have a lot to do with it, okay? And if you really think about it, and the story of Noah, he actually had to have genetic information of each creature. So that means he has some type of, like, either DNA or something in test tubes. It wasn't that he actually had the live 2 giraffes, 2 elephants. Like, how are you gonna put 2 elephants in a boat and like it's really and that survived somehow? No, he actually had genetic information, so it could have weighed nothing. You know, it wasn't. He had like 2 rhinos and 2 animals of each kind and 2 butterflies, and he was able to do that while he also had to build a huge ark. And no. Okay, so this is where we gotta really pay attention. Anyways, guys, thank you Bang Bang for being here. I'm gonna end this live. I just wanted to kind of get to, you know, I just wanted to kind of share some information about what I've been learning, and you know, I want there to be truth and less division, less division and more truth. So that's what I'm doing. I don't think that we should be divided. I don't think that we should be fighting. I don't think that we should all hate each other just because we got different skin colors. We're all here, and we're all suffering, and we're all winning, or we're all happy, or we're all, whatever we're doing. You know, we're all smoking weed. I don't know. Whatever we're doing, if a tornado happens, if a hurricane happens, if an apocalypse happens, we're all screwed. Even the aliens, even Bigfoot. It's like my friend Keninigan was saying. We were having these fires coming here from Canada, You know, it's like we're affected, and it doesn't matter what color skin tone you got. It doesn't matter what species of animals you are. We're all being affected. We're all screwed. We're all trapped in this matrix, whatever the hell it is. Okay? But the way it was originally intended to be, it was intended to be a sort of paradise, because free energy means that we were living in a paradise. And at some point, a cult took over. This cult of the cross took over, and they've been hiding information. They colonized the entire world, and it's not a race thing. Again, I'm saying this. It's not a racial thing, because even white people have been fooled by these people. Because, you know, you got the king and queen up there in the castle, and then you got homeless people outside the castle, and are they a different color? They're white too. So guess what? It's not about skin color. Anyways, guys, that's all for now. I'm going to be doing the videos that I told you guys about. And everybody take care. Have a good night.